Let me hit you with something right out the gate. If you don't learn how to control your emotions will control your entire damn life. And I'm not saying that as some motivational quote to slap on a coffee mug. I'm saying it because I've lived it. You've lived it too. Don't lie. Think about it. How many times have you sent a text in anger, then spent days regretting it? How many arguments have you dragged out because you couldn't shut up when you should have? How many relationships, jobs, opportunities have you torched because you reacted instead of responded? That's what happens when you hand the wheel to your emotions. You don't steer. You crash. 1. You react or you respond. Pick a lane. There are 2 types of people walking around this world. Type 1, reactors. You poke them, they explode. Say something wrong? Boom. They fire back without thinking. Emotion on full display. Type 2, responders. You push their buttons, they breathe, they weigh their next move. Then, if it's even worth it, they strike back with calm, cold precision. Guess which one wins in the long run? Let me be clear. Reacting is not strength. It's weakness dressed up as passion. If someone else can control your behavior just by saying the right words, congrats, you're a puppet and they're pulling the strings. 2, you're emotionally programmed, but you don't have to stay that way. You were taught early on, get mad? Yo. Feel hurt? Lash out. Someone disrespects you? Show them who's boss. But guess what? That's not power. That's programming. That's autopilot bullshit. It's like someone installs a red button on your forehead, and every random jerk who walks by gets to push it. And you just go off, again and again. Being reactive isn't brave. It's predictable. It's basic. And I know you're not basic. Or at least you don't want to be. 3. The price of a dumb reaction? Usually more than you can afford. A fist thrown in rage might land you in jail. A few cruel words in anger could cost you someone who loved you. One reckless move in a moment of heat, years of rebuilding. If you're lucky, your whole life can go off the rails in 3 seconds if you don't learn to pause. And for what? So you could say your piece? So you could keep it real? Nah, that's just ego talking. Ego ain't your friend. It's the drunk idiot in your head throwing punches in a bar fight you're going to regret later. For emotions aren't the enemy, but they're not the boss either. Let me make this clear. Being stoic doesn't mean being cold. It means being in control. You feel anger? Good. That means you're human. But if you let it run wild, you're not human. You're just a creature with no leash. Think of your emotions like a smoke alarm. They go off to alert you, not to burn down the whole damn house. Feel something. Acknowledge it. Then ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Is this a hill I want to die on? Or is this just my ego acting like a toddler with a loaded gun? 5. Can you sit in the fire without flipping the table? That's the test. Not bottling up your emotions, but holding them without letting them burst out and wreck everything. Can you stay still when your chest is tight, your jaw is clenched, and every part of you wants to scream or swing? Because that moment, that space between feeling and reacting, that's where all your damn power is. Take 5 seconds. That's all. Inhale. Exhale. Don't say the thing. Don't hit send. Don't walk into the room like a wrecking ball. 5 seconds of silence can save you 5 months of cleaning up a mess. 6. You're strongest when you don't need to prove it. Know what real strength looks like? It's someone poking you, disrespecting you, baiting you, and you just look them in the eye and walk the hell away. Not because you're scared, because you know you don't owe them anything. Not your peace, not your energy, not a single damn word. Victory isn't in the battle. Victory is in choosing not to let the battle choose you. Let them swing at shadows. You're playing a bigger game. 7. Bottom line, you want to be the boss or the puppet. Every time you explode, every time you spiral, you're handing your power away. They say something. You react. The weather sucks. You whine. Your boss criticizes you. You implode. That's not power. That's giving away your peace to everyone and their mom. I'm not writing this to preach. I'm telling you this because I've been the dumbass. I've been the guy who couldn't control his own fire and ended up burning down everything around me. But I made a choice. I got tired of being a passenger in my own damn life. Final word. You can't always control the feeling, but you can always choose a response. Life will keep throwing crap at you. You'll feel things, strong, raw, real, but how you respond to those feelings. That's the line between chaos and clarity, between victim and leader, between the same old you and the version that scares your past self shitless. Reacting is instinct. Responding is power. I choose power. Do you? Let's talk about the moment before the storm. That split second, that breath, the pause. That's where the whole game is won or lost. That 1 second is everything. You know that flash right before you snap? Before you yell, slam, storm off, send a text, punch the wall, or ghost someone into oblivion. That's the pause. And that one damn moment is more important than your whole reaction. You know why? Because that second right there, that's where your true self shows up. That's where you get to choose. Be the same reactive mess you've always been. Or step the hell up and respond like someone who's done being a slave to their emotions. 2, the pause is where men are made and broken. You want to be strong? Then learn to do nothing. Let that sink in. Real strength isn't found in the yelling. It's found in the not yelling. It's not in saying what's on your mind. It's in shutting the hell up until you've thought it through. Anyone can blow up. It takes 0 effort. But pausing takes guts. You gotta be willing to sit in the discomfort, feel the fire in your chest and say, not yet. That's not weakness. That's dominance. 3, emotions are loud, but you don't have to be. Let me ask you something. You ever seen a dude scream his way into peace? Ever seen a woman rage text her way into clarity? Nope. Doesn't happen. Because that rush of anger, hurt, jealousy, it feels urgent. Like if you don't act now, you'll explode. But guess what? That feeling is lying to you. You won't explode. You'll just embarrass yourself. The urge will pass. The heat will cool. But the damage you cause if you react like a damn grenade, that lingers. For the mind goes first, the mouth shouldn't. Here's a wild idea. Think before you speak. Yeah, I know. Revolutionary, right? But let's be real. Most people don't do this. They speak to feel better, not to fix anything. They respond to win, not to understand. The Stoics had a rule. If what you're about to say doesn't improve the silence, don't say it. Let that one slap you in the face. Next time you're ready to clap back, pause and ask, is this going to help, or is this just ego cosplay? If it's just your pride looking for applause, shut up. Silence is a flex. Use it. 5, take the damn pause. It might save your job, your relationship, or your soul. Let's get practical. You're in a tough spot. One of these. Your boss says something that hits you the wrong way. Your partner says something that cuts deep. A stranger crosses a line in traffic, online or in person. Now your blood's boiling. Your fists are clenched. Your tongue is loaded. Right here, this is it. This is your moment. Take 5 seconds. Hell, take 10. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that rage? Let it surge. Don't fight it. Just don't obey it. Because once it passes, and it will pass, you'll see clearer. That job you almost quit might be salvageable. That person you were about to ghost might be worth a damn conversation. That comment you almost left might be better untyped. The pause is a time machine. It lets you skip the part where you make things worse. 6, no pause, no power. Let's stop pretending like reacting fast is some kind of power move. It's not. It's panic. It's insecurity on a loudspeaker. You ever seen someone truly powerful move fast? No. They don't rush. They don't flinch. They sit. They measure. They calculate. That's what the Stoics mastered. Marcus Aurelius didn't run his empire by yelling first and thinking later. Seneca didn't write fire letters because he flew off the handle every time some Roman pissed him off. They paused. They ruled themselves before they ruled anything else. 7, practice the pause. Make it a habit, not a hope. Waiting for the heat of the moment to decide whether you'll stay calm? That's dumb. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. So build the habit. Start your day asking, What could go wrong today and how will I respond? End your day with, did I pause or did I pop off like a clown? Journal the dumb shit you did when you didn't pause and write down what you should have done. Repetition builds muscle. Same with the mind. Make pausing your reflex. 8. Last thing. The pause is where you become the person you say you want to be. Everyone wants to be calm. Everyone wants to be wise. Everyone wants to be unshakable. But the only way to get there is to sit in the pause and not run. You want to be that person who doesn't get rattled, who doesn't fold, who doesn't explode. Then do the work. Pause. Every damn time. Final word. If you don't master the pause, you'll always be someone else's puppet. People know your buttons. They know how to make you snap. So what's your move? You going to keep giving them that power? Or are you going to take it back? In silence, in control, in that one quiet second where everything changes? The pause is your shield. It's your weapon. It's your proof that you've grown the hell up. So next time life pushes you, don't react. Pause. Decide. Then respond like someone who's finally done playing emotional whack-a-mole. Everyone talks about self-awareness like it's some cute little personality trait, like it's a skill you check off on your resume. Oh, yeah, I'm super self-aware. I know I get angry sometimes. Bullsh asterisk T. Real self-awareness isn't soft. It isn't trendy. It's not something you mention in therapy to sound smart. It's a goddamn mirror, and it doesn't lie. You ready to look into it? 1. You can't fix what you won't face. Let's start simple. You keep screwing up the same situations over and over. Same arguments. Same regrets. Same emotional explosions. You ever stop to ask, why the hell do I keep doing this? No. Then you're not self-aware. You're self-deluded. Self-awareness means calling yourself out before life does it for you. Before your partner leaves. Before your boss snaps. Before you burn down another opportunity. It's looking in the mirror and saying, yo, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it's not them every damn time. That takes balls. Most people don't have M. But you do. Or you're trying to. That's why you're still reading this. 2. What triggers you owns you. You ever wonder why certain things set you off? Someone cuts you off in traffic, and you're suddenly Hulk smashing your steering wheel. Your friend doesn't text back, and you're spiraling like they died. That's not just how you are. That's programming. And if you don't dig into it, it owns your ass. The Stoics had a saying, he who angers you conquers you. Let that burn. When you're triggered, you're not in control. You're reacting from pain you haven't processed, wounds you pretend aren't there, and insecurities you dress up as pride. Self-awareness is about stopping and asking, why does this bother me so much? What wound is this poking? Is this them or is this me? 3. Know your patterns or be ruled by them. You have patterns. Yes, you and me and everyone. Certain words piss you off. Certain people make you feel small. Certain situations send you into panic, rage, shame, guilt. Name it. Most of us walk through life being yanked around by those patterns like a puppet. You ever snap at someone and then realize they deserve it? You weren't even mad at them. You were mad at something that happened yesterday or 10 years ago. That's how unaware people live. Unaware people keep bleeding on people who didn't cut them. You want to be better? Start by learning your damn patterns. What makes you shut down? What makes you explode? What makes you chase love or validation like a starving dog? Write them down. Study them like your life depends on it. Because it kinda does. 4. Stop playing victim to your own mind. Here's a hard truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. And if you never learn to separate the two, your thoughts will run you into the ground. That voice in your head, the one that says you're not enough, they're against you. This always happens to you. Yeah, that voice isn't facts. It's noise. It's fear in disguise. But most people believe every thought that crosses their mind. Like if your brain says it, it must be true. Newsflash. Your brain is a drama queen. Don't take her too seriously. Self-awareness is the ability to sit back and say, interesting. That's what I'm thinking right now. Is it helpful? Is it true? Is it mine, or was it planted there by my childhood, my trauma, my parents, society? If it's trash, toss it. You don't have to believe every brain fart that pops up. 5. Reflection hurts. But regret hurts more. You know why most people avoid self-awareness. Because it hurts. It's way easier to point fingers and point thumbs. Blame your ex, blame your boss. Blame the world. Looking inward? That takes guts. Because when you look inward, you start to see some ugly truths. You weren't honest. You were insecure. You let fear control you. You sabotaged something good because you were scared of being seen. That sh*T stings. But guess what? Short-term pain for long-term clarity is a trade you should make every time. Regret feels worse. Living the same year over and over while calling it growth. That's hell. Reflection is medicine. Bittersweet, but healing. 6. Journaling. Your mind's training ground. You want to level up? Grab a damn notebook. No, not for Instagram quotes. I mean real sh*T. Unfiltered. Raw. Write what happened. Write what you felt. Write what you did. Write what you should have done. Then look at it and say, how can I do better next time? Don't wait until you're in the storm. Practice when it's calm. Journaling is how you build the muscle of self-awareness. No filters. No lying. Just the truth for you by you. You want to stop repeating your mistakes? Then stop forgetting them. 7. Self-awareness isn't the end. It's the beginning. Let's get something straight. Self-awareness isn't the goal. It's a starting point. Knowing your flaws is enough. You gotta own them, face them, and then fix them. It's not enough to say, I have anger issues. Cool. What are you doing about it? Not enough to say, I'm emotionally unavailable. Awesome. When's the last time you tried showing up differently? Awareness without action is just intellectual masturbation. Feels good, changes nothing. Awareness plus accountability equals transformation. Final word. You want to evolve? Then look in the mirror and stop flinching. Self-awareness is brutal, but it's the only way to break the chains of your patterns, your pain, your programming. You can't change what you refuse to confront, and you can't confront what you won't admit. So here's your challenge. Tonight, look yourself in the eye and ask, who am I really? And who do I want to be instead? Then, tomorrow, start acting like the second version, even just a little, because self-awareness is a weapon. Use it or stay stuck. Your call. Look, I'll save you a decade of stress right now. Most of the stuff you're losing sleep over, it's not in your control. And yet, you're still trying to wrestle it, fix it, obsess over it, force it. No wonder you're exhausted. So here's the punch in the gut you probably need. You're wasting your life fighting sh*T that was never yours to control. Let's fix that. 1. The hard truth. Life doesn't owe you anything. People are going to leave. Jobs are going to fall through. Loved ones are going to disappoint you. Weather's going to suck. Plans are going to blow up. And you've got zero control over 90% of it. Now you can fight that fact. Or, Stoic style, you can embrace it. Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let that burn into your skull. You can't control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. And that, my friend, is where your entire life changes. 2. Obsession is just fear in a fancy outfit. You think by overthinking it, you're preparing. You think if you control everything, you'll finally be safe. But let's be honest. You're not preparing. You're panicking. You're not planning. You're grasping. You're not in control. You're scared shitless. The truth? You're afraid to let go because you think letting go means losing. But letting go isn't losing. It's winning back your peace. You don't have to control everything to be okay. You just have to control you. 3. If you can't change it, why are you carrying it? Let me say this with love and a little edge. Put the damn backpack down. You're walking around carrying guilt that's not yours. Worrying about people who don't even think about you. Trying to fix things that broke for a reason. Obsessing over outcomes that were never promised. And every day you carry that crap, you're getting slower, weaker, more bitter. So here's the deal. If it's in your control, do something. If it's not, drop it, burn it, bury it, delete it, whatever it takes. Clarity starts when the noise stops. 4. You're not the weather, you're the sailor. Life's going to throw storms. People are going to act wild. News is going to be chaotic. Family is going to get messy. But you get to choose how to sail. Don't sit there trying to calm the ocean. Learn to steer your damn ship. Your mindset, your reactions, your focus. That's your boat. Keep it tight. Stop screaming at the rain. Grab an umbrella. Stop cussing at the wind. Adjust your sails. Stop expecting calm seas. Become a better captain. That's the Stoic way. 5. Don't confuse caring with controlling. Now, let's be clear. I'm not saying stop giving a sh*t. You can still care deeply about your people, your dreams, your work. But don't confuse caring with controlling. You're not God. You don't run the universe. Trying to control everything out of love still makes it control. Trying to micromanage your partner, your kids, your friends, that's not love. That's fear. Love says, I'll show up fully for you, but I won't try to own your choices. Big difference. Learn it. 6. Energy is a currency. Spend it wisely. Here's a harsh audit. How much of your mental energy today went a sh*t you can't change? Scroll back through your day. How much time did you spend worrying about someone else's opinion? About something that already happened? About something that might happen but probably won't? Now, what could you have built with that energy instead? A workout? A deep conversation? A business plan? A better version of you? Every ounce of energy you give to chaos is energy you steal from growth. Stop funding what drains you. 7. Letting go isn't passive, it's power. People think letting go is weakness, like it means giving up, backing down, quitting. But letting go is choosing not to waste your time, energy, and soul on things you can't control. That's not passive. That's F***king powerful. It's not, oh, well, whatever happens, happens. It's, I've done what I can. I release the rest. I move forward with strength. There's a difference between surrender and self-respect. And you better know which one you're practicing. 8. Ask this every damn day. Is this mine to carry? Let this become your daily filter. Is this within my control? Can I take meaningful action on this? Or am I just stressing over sh*t that isn't mine to hold? If the answer is no, drop it like dead weight. Release. Reset. Refocus. You weren't built to carry the whole world. You were built to carry yourself with grace, strength, and clarity. So do that. Final word. Want peace? Then stop gripping what you can't change. Your power isn't in changing the world. It's in changing your relationship to the world. Life won't go your way. People won't act right. Outcomes will betray your expectations. So what? You still get to choose how you show up. So stop micromanaging chaos. Stop clenching your fists at fate. Open your hands. Hold what's yours. Let go of what's not. That's peace. That's power. That's stoic. You've been lied to about strength. You think strength is never crying, never backing down, pushing harder, gritting your teeth, acting tough. Nah, that's just ego wearing a cape. Real strength? It's silent. It's calm. It's surgical. It's showing up without needing to be loud. Let's tear this idea apart and rebuild it properly. 1. You don't have to roar to be dangerous. The strongest people I know don't shout. They don't flex. They don't bark on social media. They sit still. They observe. They let people talk nonsense. And when it's time, they move. Quiet. Sharp. Done. That's power. You yelling in traffic? Weak. You blasting someone on Instagram? Weak. You needing everyone to know you're right? Weak. Why? Because you're not moving from confidence. You're moving from insecurity. You're trying to convince people and yourself that you're strong. But strength doesn't need a PR campaign. 2, just because you feel it doesn't mean you gotta show it. Someone says something disrespectful, you want to bite back. Burn them. Prove you're not the one to play with. But what if you didn't? What if you just stared them down, smirked, and walked away. You think that's weak? Hell no. That's elite level self-control. That's alpha behavior. Not because you suppress emotion, but because you don't let emotion drive. You felt it. You mastered it. You didn't obey it. You owned it. And trust me, people notice that. They feel that heat in your silence. 3. Stop letting every little thing shake you. Let me be real. If every opinion, glance, comment, or misunderstanding rattles you, you're not strong. You're fragile. And I say that not to insult you, but to wake you the hell up. You want to be unshakable? Then you better start training your nervous system to chill. Because the world isn't going to stop pressing your buttons. Your power is in not reacting to every tap. People test you? Let them. Your job isn't to pass their test. It's to stay focused on your mission. 4. Knowing when to speak is just as powerful as knowing when to shut the hell up. Not everything needs a clapback. Not every moment needs your opinion. Not every challenge requires your roar. Sometimes real strength is biting your tongue, letting the noise pass, and speaking when your words are sharp, clear, and calculated. There's a big difference between exploding like a child who didn't get their way and responding like a weapon that knows exactly when to strike. You want your words to hit? Then don't speak until they're precise. Speak less. Mean more. 5. Strength is showing up when you'd rather quit. Let's flip the script. Strength isn't always about confrontation. Sometimes it's showing up to that job you hate, with your chin up. Sometimes it's staying loyal when temptations whisper in your ear. Sometimes it's sitting alone on a Friday night instead of going back to the same damn toxicity you said you were done with. That's strength. Quiet, boring, not Instagram-worthy. But that's what changes lives. 6. If you're always tough, you're probably just hurt. Let's call it what it is. Some of y'all are out here pretending to be hard 24/7 because you're scared of being seen, scared of being vulnerable, scared of being soft, scared of letting anyone in. So you armor up, act cold, act numb, push people away before they can pull you in. But let me ask you this. Is that strength or just fear dressed in bravado? Being stoic isn't about becoming stone. It's about mastering emotion, not murdering it. You're not a statue. You're a human. Let yourself feel. Just don't let yourself drown. 7. Stillness is power, not passivity. Let's fix this too. Stillness doesn't mean do nothing. It means move smart. It's the difference between a sniper and a guy spraying bullets hoping something hits. A stoic doesn't rush, doesn't flinch, doesn't scramble. They wait. They calculate. Then when it's time, they strike once and end it. So sit still. Don't panic. Don't chase. Let the chaos move around you. And when you move, let it be deliberate as hell. 8. Stop performing. Start being. The toughest people don't perform toughness. They are it. Quietly. Consistently. Even when no one's watching. You're out here chasing a look, a vibe, a persona, trying to seem unbothered. But guess what? You don't have to seem anything. You just have to be. Stop broadcasting your strength. Build it in silence. Let it leak out through your presence, not your posts. Final word. Real strength doesn't scream. It just stands there unmoved. You don't need to raise your voice. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need the last word, the flash, or the applause. You just need control. Over your mind. Over your emotions. Over your damn self. That's stoic strength. And it's not sexy, but it's unbreakable. Let's get one thing straight. Silence isn't surrender. It's strategy. If you think staying quiet makes you look soft, weak, or passive, you're playing checkers while the real ones are playing chess. Silence is deadly. Silence is calculated. Silence is stoic as hell. Let's break down why shutting the hell up might be the smartest move you'll ever make. 1. Your loudest power move is saying nothing at all. There's a moment in every heated conversation where the tension hits its peak. You feel it. You're on the edge. Your heart's pounding. Your mind's firing off insults like fireworks. You want to hit back. Hard. But then you stop. You breathe. You look them in the eye and say nothing. Guess what happens? They spiral. They talk themselves into corners. They reveal more than they meant to. They realize they're not getting under your skin. You just won. Not by overpowering. Not by outshouting. By outlasting. 2. Most people speak to fill a void. You don't have to. Why do most people talk so damn much? Because they're uncomfortable with silence. Because they need validation. Because they confuse noise with significance. But you got nothing to prove. When you're solid inside, you don't need outside noise to confirm your worth. Let other people run their mouths. You just stand there, grounded, calm, composed. Let silence do the talking for you. 3. Silence makes you dangerous. You ever noticed a person who doesn't talk much in a room? They don't crack jokes. They don't interrupt. They just watch. Listen. Clock the energy. That's the one everyone's paying attention to. Not because they're loud, but because they're unpredictable. That's the power of silence. It makes people wonder, worry, respect. You don't need to threaten. You don't need to explain. You just need to be still and mean it. 4. Not every battle is worth your energy. People bait you. Online, at work, in your own damn house. They want to provoke, stir, get a rise out of you. Why? Because they thrive on chaos, and they need company. But here's what a real one does. You pick your battles. Ruthlessly. Not every slight needs a response. Not every challenge deserves your presence. Not every insult deserves your breath. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Sometimes the most lethal move? No move at all. 5. Use silence to create space, not walls. Now hold up. Silence isn't about shutting people out. It's not the cold shoulder. It's not emotional punishment. That's childish. Real Stoic silence is different. It's space. Space to think, to feel, to process. To not lash out just because your ego's twitching. In a tough conversation, try this. Instead of interrupting, pause. Instead of defending, breathe. Instead of reacting, reflect. That's how grown-ass humans communicate. That's how problems get solved instead of escalated. 6. Silence protects your peace and your reputation. You ever regret something you said in anger? Of course you have. Words fly out. Damage lands. Can't take it back. But silence doesn't leave a trail. It leaves curiosity. They won't remember what you said because you didn't. And that haunts people more than any comeback ever could. In chaos, your silence becomes armor. In conflict, it becomes a weapon. And in reflection, it becomes wisdom. 7. The most respected people know when to shut up. Look around at the people you respect. Your mentor, your boss, your grandfather, the real ones. You think they're wise because they talk all the time? Hell no. They wait. They listen. They speak when it's needed. And when they do, people shut up and listen. Silence isn't a lack of voice. It's knowing when your voice matters most. 8. Learn the art of the pause mid-conversation. Here's a high-level move most people can't pull off. In the middle of tension, when it's hot, pause. Not to let them win. Not because you're frozen, but because you're taking back the wheel. You look them in the eye. You take a breath. And then maybe you speak. Or maybe you just nod and walk. That pause, it rattles people. It reminds them you're in control. It's chess, not checkers. Let the rook rage. You're the king. You move with purpose. Final word. If you want to be feared, respected, and free, master your silence. You want power? Stop wasting your breath. Let your stillness speak. Let your presence answer. Let your silence become a shield and a sword. Because in a world full of noise, the one who can be quiet wins. You don't become stoic by reading quotes. You don't become calm by thinking about it. You don't become disciplined by accident. You become unbreakable by doing the boring SH*T every day, consistently, no matter what mood you're in. Let's turn all this talk into muscle memory. 1. Consistency beats motivation every damn time. You won't always feel like showing up. There'll be days you're tired, angry, anxious, drained. And that's the point. The version of you that still shows up on those days, that's the real you. The rest? Noise. Motivation fades. Emotions swing. But if your habits are solid, you don't need to feel good to do good. 2. Morning equals setup, not scroll. Let's talk about how you start your day. If your first move is checking your phone, diving into text, email, social media, you just handed your piece to the internet. Start your day on your terms, not theirs. Before the world touches you, build yourself. Breathe. Write. Read something ancient and real. Ask, what's mind control today? Set your mind like armor before you walk into battlefield. 3. Practice to pause on purpose. Don't wait for chaos to hit. Practice pausing before sh*t gets real. You're in traffic? Practice silence. Someone's being annoying? Practice not reacting. Someone says something that deserves a reply? Practice not giving them the satisfaction. Training the mind is like training the body. You don't lift once and get jacked. You lift every damn day. Same thing here. 4. Night equals review, not regret. Don't just crash at the end of the day and hope you did okay. Sit your ass down and reflect. Ask, where did I react instead of respond? What triggered me and why? What did I do well? What do I want to do better tomorrow? This isn't guilt tripping. This is building. Reflection is how you sharpen the blade. And if you do it daily, you won't need years of therapy later. You already know your sh*t. 5. Journaling isn't optional. It's your mental gym. Write your thoughts. Write your patterns. Write your triggers. Write your wins. Write your L's. It's not for likes. It's for clarity. When life gets loud, your journal becomes your quiet place. When your mind's foggy, it becomes your mirror. Don't underestimate how much power lives on that page. Because what's written down gets solved. What stays swirling in your head just breeds confusion. 6. Cut the noise. Seriously, half of your emotional chaos isn't coming from real problems. It's coming from your inputs. Social media, drama, news, people who love to talk but hate to grow. You're not peaceful because you're drowning in noise. So do a cleanse. Unfollow people who trigger you. Mute the drama. Turn off notifications. Say no to the conversations that drain you. Silence isn't just something you practice inside. It's something you create outside. 7. Choose your circle like your life depends on it, because it does. Your habits aren't just built alone. They're shaped by who you let around you. Hang with angry people, you'll react more. Hang with victims, you'll complain more. Hang with lazy people, you'll hustle less. Now flip it. Hang with calm people, you'll slow down. Hang with builders, you'll get better. Hang with quiet giants, you'll stop needing to prove anything. Your circle is your mirror, so stop standing in front of funhouse glass. 8. Don't aim for perfection, aim for precision. You'll mess up, you'll react, you'll say sh*t regret. Welcome to being human. But the goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to catch it faster, recover quicker, do better tomorrow. That's what Stoicism trains you for. The bounce back, the correction, the constant leveling up. Perfection is fake. Precision is earned. Final word, you don't become Stoic by accident. You build it brick by brick, day by day. You've come this far, so hear this loud. You don't need to be a philosopher. You don't need to meditate in a cave. You just need to commit. Commit to responding, not reacting. Choosing your thoughts. Owning your triggers. Practicing the pause. Writing your truth. Living with clarity and courage, especially when it's hard. This isn't a trend. This is a lifestyle, a mindset, a weapon. You build this, and you'll walk through fire and not flinch. Not because life got easier, but because you got harder to shake. Now get the hell up and keep building.